Alright, we've got Azorius control in this midweek magic. It's the second time I've only had a 2-land hand, but I have Impulse and I have Horned Lock Whale, so I imagine I'm going to be able to find a land. Play Plains, just so we don't give away that we're playing blue right away. I really like the way that land looks. Okay, red-green, oh, it's the, legendary deck. 5-color legendaries. Red, what is this? Crossroads. Nice, okay. So double red. One of any color. Boromir! I guess we'll just go ahead and impulse now. We probably need the land. We have a Sunfall. No, we don't. Well, we'll take the land. Good news is they attack with Boromir. We have the locked whale. Oh, we do have Sunfall. See, okay. Went crazy for a second. We have the lock whale. So we just hold on to Union of the Third Path. This is a good time to use it while we have a decent amount of cards in hand, and we can always horned. I mean, really, we could wait another turn to do the horned lock whale. We're not going to sack Boromir here. I'm not sure why they're taking so long. Aha! Plaza of Heroes, that's pretty good. Does he get to do what? Exile it. Target legendary gains hexproof and indestructible to the end of turn. I'm gonna let the attack happen because we're just gonna Union here. So it's not really a concern. There's zombies of vigilance. Whenever another legendary you control dies, create a token. Yeah, so creating a token of this is pretty good. Because you sack it, you create a token, you can sack the token. It's pretty nice. So we'll draw a card, gain 6 life. Not bad for 3 mana. Pretty good. Now we have Lock Whale and Scatter Ray. So we can return something to hand, as long as it's not the, Ratadrabic. This is in Dominaria. Okay, waiting on you. This is kind of fun to get to play what are like the standard decks. Okay, I guess we just counter that? Yeah, might as well. No? Why is this red? Oh, because it's uncounterable. Okay, well, great. We're not going to waste our counterspell on that. That would have been silly. Pass to attackers. I guess we just take 6 here. I'm wondering if that's the play. We have Lock Whale next turn. We have Sunfall next turn. I think that's the play. We just take the damage, we're gonna gain it right back. The great thing about Sunfall is it exiles so nasty. And we just drew another Union, that's great. So double white without having to take any damage from Sunfall. This is it, we just Sunfall here. That's the play, we're gonna get rid of some really good cards. And the exile gets around Boromir. So, I mean, they can sack him again to make my incubate less, but they decide not to, so I didn't incubate 4 here. We still have a Lock Whale. Two mana for creatures. I think we just hold up. We've got all kinds of stuff going on here. We could have attacked there, I suppose, but I like having double Union. And or... I guess I could have attacked and then still had Lock Whale Scatter Ray. That would have been fine. What is this? 2 mana, cast creature spells, activate abilities, creature. So, I'm not going to do anything with that. And then we'll probably just counter Boromir. Pass to attackers. Union. Yeah, I would not want to play against me if I was playing this deck. That's Death Touch, so I really don't want to do anything against that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, we're almost at Lock Whale territory. I feel like we just go ahead and pass the turn. We don't have to do anything. Everything we do is instant speed. Besides, they don't know if we have any counters or not. It's going to be so annoying playing against this deck. I would not want to play against this deck that I'm playing. Recast. Okay, put a counter on this. Recast a white spell, create a human, blue spell, scry 2. 3 damage, target opponent. Wow! Cast a red spell, get a lightning bolt at your opponent. Holy snap, that's pretty cool. Alright. Ruby. Yep, I take 3. Wow, Ruby with Aragorn. That's pretty nice. Yep. Great. 3 damage to me. Resolve. Gain a life. 3 damage to me. Something gets +4. It's probably the Elias. They don't know what I have, though. Yeah, spreading it out. It's a good idea. 3 damage to me. Pretty good. Gain a life. Nice. God, these decks. These are fun. Pass to attackers. Let's go ahead and Union. Draw card, gain 4, and then now we get to Indestructible. So we'll just one Lock Whale. So Ruby. It looks like a small lock that whale is coming out of. Damn, what a draw. I think we just play the tapped Seachrome Coast. I mean, we've got a bunch of islands out there. We already have a Seachrome Coast. Do we need the mana, is the question. We only have one, so I'd rather have the open mana here, that way we can play the Lock Whale if we decide to. But do we one ring this turn? I feel like we just one ring. I don't know, man. Actually, yeah, I really don't know what to do here. They have no cards in hand, so I feel like we run out of Lock Whale. Just run out of Lock Whale. We'll hold up some mana. They don't know what we have. You gain protection from everything. Okay. Ruby, they deal 3 to me, something gets a buff. This time I actually don't have a way to do anything. I mean, I guess I animate my creature and then I can block that way if I wanted to, but this can just give it indestructible. So, pass to attackers. Let's see what he wants to do. Him sacking his creature would be really nice. And we're both still above our starting life total. How wild. We'll animate the token here. We don't want to take 9, so I'm just going to block with the token and then leave up our 6/6. So he has to attack with Ruby. Ooh, Crossroads. So we can play another Lock Whale, or we just play out the One Ring. Well, these are both going to come in tapped. Play out the Seachrome Coast. We play another Whale. He's gonna have to draw something to play. In that deck, I can't imagine he'll have a hard time doing that. Let's do this so we can start drawing cards. We gain protection, so we can just swing with the Lock Whale. He's gonna have to at least double block it. So go to blockers. Go to damage, get 6 in the turn. Well, Joda's pretty good. Scrying 2 is really good here. Protection from everything means protection from everything, right? Doesn't realize that the One Ring gives protection from everything. Yeah, that's what protection means. Well, this is fun. That's what happens when you're playing with decks that you didn't build, cards that you haven't played with before. Oh baby, that sweet, sweet sunfall. Well, we just go ahead and attack and see if we can get it in. Maybe he won't block with Joda for whatever reason. That was just such a sick draw. That's exactly what we needed there. Because otherwise we might have just been dead. Go to damage. I mean, this is one less creature I get for Sunfall, but it's fine. So, indestructible. Nothing else is going to happen here, so we're just going to Sunfall. Base 6 is pretty good. I guess we'll play the Crossroads for blue. And the turn. They only have 4 lands. That is wild. That deck must really rely on the halflings and the Gwenna card. Okay, interesting. I wonder what they have spell-wise in that deck. That is a small lock that whale is in. Okay, great. Let's go to combat. Swing for 6. What 4 mana creature with flash do you have? Ooh. It doesn't matter, I've got so much mana. Blue, Lock Whale. Okay, well, that is the second win with this deck. Against that same deck. What do we get? Mirror and Safe House. Okay. Well, let's play that one again. I go first. Well, I like seeing the unions, and I like seeing Soul Partition and Sunfall. Let's keep it. Oh, this is a very homey, cozy little playground. God. Seagram Coast. Against the soldiers, it looks like. Let's play the Wastes. Combat. Exile Nomen, permanent. I get to play it. I just have to cast. I just have to spend 2 more. Okay. Yep, take the 1. Or more? Is there combat tricks in that deck? Okay, thank you. My turn. Play the islands. Combat in turn. That's good. That's kind of a waste against me, so play that. Oh, interesting. Okay. Just blockers. I don't really need to block any of this. Planes. Combat in the turn. Be really hard to aggro out this deck with the life gain, with the soul partitions, with the lock whales. Interesting. Where are you going to gain life from? Has to attackers. Has to blockers. I am going to lock whale the 3/1. I think we just go ahead and soul partition the priest. I don't really know. Doesn't look like he's enlisting anybody anytime soon. But I'm going to go ahead and use it on the one that's about to deal damage to me anyway, so he can't cast it again. Take the 1. Great. Play my planes. Combat in the turn. So I could draw 3 cards here. That would be fine. And I will take probably just 2 damage. I guess I might take more if they can buff up the Hallowed Priest. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'm willing to take the 2 here. Let's draw 3. Nice. I guess we play Mirex. We don't have another land. I don't really feel like I need to Sunfall yet. I'm still not taking a whole lot of damage here. So let's just go to combat in the turn. And unkicked Banalish Sleeper. Don't draw any of their counter spells, which is actually fine. And then another Hallowed Priest. Where does the life gain come from? Resolve, pass to attackers, pass to blockers, pass to damage. I guess I'm probably just gonna Union twice. What's the play here. Yeah, I'm not worried about having things on the battlefield right now. So that's pretty nice. I'll play the land, and now I've got more counters and a lock whale. I kind of want a sunfall, but 8. I'm still only going to take 8 next turn, and I've still got another lock whale. I think it's just time to end the turn. We've got reprieve, we've got scatter ray, soul partition. We can play 3 of these 4 2-cost cards. Demolish. He played it for 3. I feel like I'm just gonna draw a card here. It's pretty funny. You can cast it twice if you want. Draw another whale. I'm not gonna counter it because I want to be able to play Sunfall. And this deck is just ridiculous. It's so annoying. Pass to attackers. 4, 5, 6. I mean, do I care? Because if I just play Sunfall next turn, it really doesn't matter. I'm just going to get rid of everything anyway. So let's just say no blocks. Pass to burst strike damage. Pass to damage. Starting life total, feeling fine about that. We'll make a Mirex token to help with Sunfall. And then we will Sunfall. Play the wastes, combat, in the turn. I guess that is how the Hallowed Priest makes sense. Yeah, that's fine. Pass to attackers. Let's go ahead and activate token. Play another wastes. Now I think we just swing for 7 and then block whale here. I mean, he could Elspeth's command, or by Elspeth's whatever, Elspeth something. Okay, well we got rid of one creature. Play out the whale. End the turn. We have counterspell, we have soul partition. Well, yeah, I guess that's fine. Yeah. That trigger's gonna go on the stack anyway, so I guess we can't just soul partition the ossification. That was a good play. Scry to... Oh, interesting. Yep. It's funny because the whales don't exactly get through anyway, like there's no evasion on either of these creatures. I'm gonna exile the... I'm gonna wait until their turn to do that. I think that's smartest because then, what is this? Beginning of combat. So I can just negate that. I got 2 more whales and counter spells. I'm gonna go and swing, see if we can get in with this whale. cool. Dang, that was big. They let it in. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold on to those. End the turn. Return 2 creatures, and I can still partition the Elspeth's command. There's the time. Let's go ahead and cancel actually. Resolve. Resolve. Oh no, that would have been a good time to do it. Because he couldn't have played it. It would cost 5 to play. Dang. Yeah. Okay. Last 2 attackers. A 1/1. Pass to blockers. Pass to damage. We can just go ahead and return the token. And we can return the orator. Turn. Play a whale. Combat. Swing. He had it. Had to assign it as a blocker first. That's so funny. Yep. Yep. Really fucked that up. Alright. Well, it's in the turn. See if he's going to cast anything, and if he does, then I'll have him cast. Yeah, nice. Then we get to exile that. He can pay 4, and he would pay 4, so it's kind of a waste of a scatter ray. There we go. I guess that would have been one benefit to having him pay 4, so that he didn't get to play that card. Okay, but now we have Scatter Ray for it, so... Two Sunfalls, combat, swing. Man, this deck is just... feels like it knows what it's doing. It knows what it wants to do. It's just gonna keep everything nice and clean. And play whales. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, well that's the 3rd win in a row with that deck. 2 against the legendary creature deck, and then 1 against the humans. Cool. Oh, we got Stockpile Celebrant. Okay. So the other options are Golgari mid-range. So I've played the 5-color Legends, beat that deck twice, and then we just beat mono white soldiers. Now we need to play the other 2.